When NASA sends astronauts back to the moon, they will need a place to go to the bathroom when they reach the lunar surface. And in order to create the best moon toilet the solar system has to offer, NASA wants to hear from the members of public who might have ideas on the best way to manufacture an easy to use moon restroom. NASA is announcing the Lunar Loo Challenge, a competition in partnership with the HeroX to come up with the best space toilet for the agency's future human lunar lander. As part of NASA's Artemis program, which aims to send the first woman and the next man to the moon by 2024. The lander will take astronauts from lunar orbit down to the moon surface. That means the restroom on board has to be versatile. It will need to work in orbit where the astronaut will be weightless, and also when astronauts are experiencing 1/6 of Earth's gravity on the lunar surface, and without much gravity things can get little messy if you don't prepare. After more than half a century of sending humans to space, NASA has gotten pretty good at building space toilets, but the agency wanted to look outside the box, especially since bathroom technology has advanced a lot here on Earth. Whatever NASA and the public come up with, it will likely be way better than what the Apollo astronauts had at their disposal. The Apollo spacecraft that took humans to the moon didn't have any toilets at all. To urinate, they had to pee into a rubber tube, which is basically work like a condom that transfer the liquid either outside the spacecraft or into a storage container. Pooping was even worse. The crew had to use plastic bags with sticky rings around the rim which attached to their behinds. NASA's facilities have definitely evolved since then. There are currently 2 toilets on the International Space Station, both of which rely on suction. To go number 1, astronaut pee into a cup attached to hose that has a fan system inside, creating suction that pushes the liquid into the hose. For number 2, astronauts squat over the white seat with the hole that attached to a storage container. The same fan system is used to help to make sure the poo actually goes inside the hole. Through that can also be a challenge. It's pretty small, so you have to have pretty good aim. NASA's astronaut Sunita Williams once said during a video touring the toilet. NASA also plans to test out a new toilet on the space station later this year called the Universal Waste Management System. The toilet will eventually be used on the agency's future Orion spacecraft, which will take astronauts to the lunar orbit. NASA expects it could take between 20 to 24 hours for the lander to travel from the lunar orbit down to the surface. So that's obviously outside the realm of them just holding it in or using a diaper in their spacesuit. The astronauts will spend potentially 6.5 days on the moon, and toilet will become even more necessary at that point. To win the best Lunar Loo design, participants need to follow a series of specifications laid out by NASA. As we already talked, the lander will take astronauts from the lunar orbit down to the moon surface. That means the restroom on board has to be versatile. It will need to work in orbit where the astronaut will be weightless, and also when the astronauts are experiencing 1/6 of Earth's gravity on the lunar surface. It should be able to support a crew of 2 astronauts for 14 days and allow for the transfer of the collected waste to the storage or for disposal outside the vehicle. The toilet should be easy to clean and maintain and should have a turnaround time of 5 minutes or less between uses. It also needs to use less than 70 watts of power and make less noise than average bathroom fan. Space will also be an issue, so the toilet needs to weigh less than 33 pounds on Earth and be less than 0.12 cubic meters in volume. In addition to the main challenge, there is also a junior competition for kids under the age of 18 to submit designs. A panel of NASA engineers will ultimately decide which toilet submitted through the main competition works best. In addition to winning money, winners will get a tour of NASA Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas, and the opportunity for some version of their toilet to be used by actual astronauts. The participation link is in the description. And at last, thanks for watching.